Yeah,
And
you're
he said,
right.
like,
Maybe it doesn't hold as because it's like
for us,
it's
we were
like
like,
the
whoa.
it's like the M word. Or we were saying that doesn't mean as much here as it does there. Do you know what I mean? So maybe it's like that, but the opposite way around. Because over here, that is really bad, and I've actually not heard someone say that word for. I'll say it. It rhymes with noon, so people know what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
not just being. Just
Yeah,
I'm sure
because
people know, but I've not heard someone say that since the 1980s. So
Yeah, it's
but
weird.
either way, Memphis is a bit of a wrong one. But I do think he's a good character.
But also, Big Brother should have reacted to that because
Yeah.
that's gone out on the live feed and it's obviously
Yeah.
being discussed. So why have they not?
I don't get that. But the N-word thing, I don't think so. But I don't know. But I wouldn't convict him on that.
No.
And the people, I think sometimes you can, if you put a subtitle over something, you can make it seem like something when it ain't.
Yeah, well, the one with the subtitles,
Yeah.
which cut the sentence, made it seem like it wasn't the bad
No.
word. I think.
I think
clarified it for me.
look, we'll leave it at this. We'll keep an eye on Memphis, all right?
Yeah, he's
Close
on a
eye. We'll keep a
watch
close eye
list.
on. Let's be fair, he was on it already, so now he's just doubly on it. So now we had the whole. Oh, hold on. Do you want to comment on Nicole's outfit? The sloppy-tard?
The unitard.
Yeah.
She's in a box or something.
What is she, cereal or something?
Something like that. It reminds me of, and I don't know if you've seen this, an advert at the moment for Rice Krispie Square that's got this kid. And he's in like a square school jumper.
Oh, yeah.
Because like it's a square.
Oh, yeah.
It reminded me of that.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really annoying advert.
Yeah. Well, so's this. So now we had this whole Tyler bit. You know when
I have written like my notes, obviously like not looking at my screen,
Yeah.
and I've written here Tyler is looking immaculate.
That's not true. Do you know what? I actually did a video of me watching this episode because I thought something exciting was going to happen. And about 5 minutes before this, I went, "Oh my god, look at Tyler! He looks so thin." I noticed his arms just look so thin, and then when he went into the pool, he did look really thin, but the day before he looked muscly. So I don't know.
Tyler's always
CGIing him.
No, I think Tyler's been a bit kind of sinewy.
Yeah.
Like since we've known him on screen.
But sometimes his arms do look muscly.
Yeah, because he hasn't got any fat on his body.
It's because he's vegan.
Is he?
Yeah. So he was getting in the pool, and Ian went, "Oh, he looks emaciated or immaculate," as the guest thinks. And they were going, "Oh, Tyler's very depressed. He's homesick."
Oh yeah, and then he said he wasn't having fun. Wasn't having fun on day 26.
Oh yeah.
And he says he doesn't want to go to jury. He said on day 22.
He goes, "I want to catch a second wind and find the BB love again, but it's not happening." What? Tyler's got Irish.
It's not happening. It's not happening.
Tyler's got Irish as well.
It's a fine line between American and Irish. That's why.
I feel too much pressure. I feel too much pressure, and I miss Angela. Oh,
that's why.
Angela.
That's why he wants to go.
The allure of Angela. God, I've put she's ruining his game all over again. Imagine that, throwing away your game because of fucking Angela.
Well, that Hilton head is good.
Unbothered. Oh, it must be. Bloody hell. Woof. He's still wearing those t-shirts.
I know.
After all that, embarrassing, isn't it? There's something not right, I've written here. I'm not sure if Tyler said that or someone. I think Tyler's depressed.
Probably said that.
Don't you think he's
I
depressed?
think he might be a little bit.
So
you know, as much as we don't like Angela or Tyler very much, he does. So it is hard.
Oh,
because they've probably not been apart since they left the Big Brother house, have they?
Oh, God, grow up. It's a grown man. He's gone to play a game for money.
We've got some friends, right? And one of them has just moved to Italy for a job, and the other one is staying here. If
that sounds alright.
Jack wanted to move abroad, would you not be upset about that?
Well, is it permanently or is it just a contract?
It's like indefinitely.
Oh, well, yeah. You'd either go with...
I guess that eventually he will be out of contract, I suppose, but I don't know when.
You'd either go with or you'd break up, wouldn't you? You can't live that long-distance life indefinitely, can you?
Nice, is it?
No. Stop having sympathy for Tyler. So he said he feels guilty for turning the house on Bay and Day, so he goes to Dave on, "Come on, let's go and wake Bailey up." And
also, he was wearing sunglasses in the diary room, which I thought was unacceptable. You don't have to wear sunglasses in the diary room,
you shouldn't be allowed to, no. So then he gives this whole big speech to Dave and Bailey. He goes, "I want to stand for something bigger than this game.
Yeah.
You're standing for something greater than me, and I'm going to ask Christmas to put me up." And then you could tell the whole way through this conversation, Bailey was like looking at him like, sort of
Why have
half
you woken me
asleep,
up?
like one eye out like this. And then when he said, I'm going to get Christmas presents, she kind of like sat up. She's like, you what now? I put here, did he ever really mean it? In a way, it's the best game move ever, as it makes him look weak. And it makes him look, you know, like he's
engaged with
like
the current
he's doing
issues.
them a favour.
Yeah.
He goes, I don't want to be idolised for being manipulative and a good liar. I want to see you guys flourish. And Davon said, you're throwing us a life vest. Floaters, grab a life vest.
She said, and no one ever throws us a life vest,
yeah,
she said.
Including on this occasion. And Tyler said, I'll walk out of here and be okay with it. I put Tyler is backdooring himself.
And then, but in the diary room, I think it was Davon said, if this is real, let's do it now before you change your mind.
Yeah.
And it's true. If it is real, let's go.
Yeah.
We'll go talk to Christmas together, maybe. And
Yeah,
let's sort it out.
Together might have been a better move. I put Babe was cynical as fuck throughout. So what did you think of all this, watching this? Did you think he was actually going to go?
I think he wanted to go. And obviously my, UK Big Brother head just says walk then, but you're right. These people here,
they're on contract.
Under a contract. It's like a celebrity Big Brother, isn't it? If you leave, you don't get your money. So I can see why he wants to be
peace all over again.
evicted. He went up, didn't he?
Yeah, but he wanted to go the whole time, didn't he?
Yeah.
And admittedly, Tyler's played a bit more of a game than him. I've got to give him that much.
So I thought that, I think Tyler genuinely wants to go. Whether he really believes in the Bailey and Davon's cause is greater than mine, or if he just sees it as a route out, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's a convenient, side project. But then when he goes to Christmas,
she wasn't having it.
She's like, fuck that, man. Tyler said to Christmas, I have a guilty conscience. There's no way for me to get out of this situation other than to get out of this situation. I like that. And then Christmas said, I need you to spell this out for me
a little bit more.
What
more do you want?
Are you saying they stay and I backdoor you? And then Tyler said, I can't tell you what to do. She
goes, trust me, I'll do what I want.
Yeah, I was quite surprised to see her.
She's a little bit gung-ho, actually. Yeah, all that.
Gung-ho, I like that. Oh, I'm so uncomfortable.
Do you want to move those cushions on?
No, I just need to move about a bit. So, did you think Christmas was going to do this? I was getting my hopes up.
Well, I thought Tyler could have built a better case for it and really, put on more of a scene, or if he really wanted it to happen, he could have pushed it into motion, surely. But in the end, it does fall down to Christmas. But she clearly didn't want to bend.
Do you know what actually happened?
No.
Alison Grodner.
Is this a true story?
Yeah.
How do you know
this? She forced him to stay.
How do you know that?
Just my sources tell me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she forced him to stay.
Diary room.
Yeah, she was like, you have... Basically,
well, you know what Big Brother's like.
He's her favourite. She's already
because he was on that other show.
Yeah.
And that's why they cast him. Wasn't he on some other CBS show and they cast him in Big Brother afterwards, wasn't it? Not Ninja Warrior.
Oh, Challenge.
That thing where you jump on the foam and on the red things and the big balls.
Oh,
not Total
Wipeout.
Wipeout. It looked like Total Wipeout, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
something like
that. Ninja Warrior, isn't it?
Maybe it was
anyway,
Ninja Warrior.
Whatever it was. She loves him and she don't want to say. She came in and basically gave him a talking to.
Oh, was it that Candy Crush program? Was it that?
Oh, Paul was on that.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway. The whole thing is, he shouldn't have got Davon and Bay's hopes up, should he?
No.
It's going to make them hate him even more. And I can totally understand why Christmas wouldn't want to get rid of him for her own game. It makes perfect sense. Davon...
Bailey said she was suspicious that Tyler was doing that just to look good on TV. And it
not
won't
really going to happen.
She said, a leopard does not change their spots.
He looks like he's sacrificing himself and then he doesn't do it. She admitted to lingering bad feelings to him from her season and said, I don't trust him. Davon said to Christmas, let him go and me and Bailey will work with you. But then Davon also told Christmas, and this was the bad part, Bailey wants Tyler's head on a silver platter.
Oh,
and then when that got back,
the sort of
and then when that got back to Tyler, Tyler's like, fuck that, I ain't throwing away my game for these two. Fuck Black Lives Matter. Fuck
the greater good.
Yeah, fuck the greater good. Fuck the white man getting out of the way to let the minorities go on and flourish in Big Brother.
Yeah, and funny enough, Alison Grodner wants this.
Exactly. So Yeah, cut to same old season. But then, would it have been a win for Davon and Bailey if Tyler had bowed out and quit?
Not really.
Not
and
really.
Also,
It's
who
kind
wants to be like handed the
Yeah.
victory like that? That's
Yeah,
not really
it's
the way
kind
it
of
works.
patronising,
That's
isn't it?
almost like
It's
white, not supremacy, but
superiority.
right there. It's like,
Supremacy.
you know, like
Near enough.
I'll be noble enough to
Yeah,
hand you the
yeah.
chance to get further
Yeah.
than me, which in a way...
This is the only way you could ever possibly win.
Yeah, but like, okay, that needs to happen because opportunities need to open up, but it just felt like, it just didn't feel right.
No, bad taste in the mouth. But there was more of a bad taste in the mouth after they realised he wasn't actually going to do it, and it was like, what the fuck? Why did you... To get their hopes up like that and then to dash them was actually quite despicable and quite disgusting.
Despicable. Could be in a title. Despicable memes.
So, at the veto ceremony, Christmas said, I've decided not to use the power of veto. And Bailey said, can I share who your untouchable
She went,
was?
no.
And she went, no. And I thought, fuck that, just tell her.
The way she said no.
Yeah,
and also,
I know.
why did Bailey listen?
Because Christmas never actually said anything, but just make it
Oh,
up.
yeah, she didn't, did she?
Just make it up, innit? Just make it up. Say it was this person, that person, that person. That's what Big Brother is. The fact Bailey didn't do anything, it's like, that was your chance. Just don't say, can I say it? Say, your untouchable was ... Insert whoever's most controversial person here.
Yeah. As if Christmas was actually going to go, oh yeah, well actually it's...
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, just say it. So in the diary, Bailey said, Tyler is a snake and Christmas is a sheep. Christmas said, I have to do what is best for my game. And Tyler said, I offered Bae an olive branch and she snapped it on the floor. I need to win that $500,000 for Angela.
For Angela?
That's what he said.
Oh, and just rubbing her hands
Yeah.
together. I've written Christmas not bothered about BLM.
Just a bit.
Tyler now thinks he's throwing his game away for a one-sided deal that sees him leave the house anyway. That's what he thought.
I think it actually
But,
helps.
like, it
I think it
makes
helps
sense.
his game because it makes him look weak.
Yes,
Don't you think? I would love to
But
know.
like, you can't be pissed now that it was a one-sided deal that saw you leave the house anyway, because that's literally the deal that you arranged.
Yeah, and you didn't leave the house, so
No.
I would love to know, and I'll find out probably on podcasts in the coming weeks, what the house sentiment was when that actually happened. Like, did people think Tyler is going to go, and were they sort of, was there blood in the water? Were they happy about that, or was it all sort of hush hush or whatever?
Oh, it was just between
Yeah,
Devon,
yeah,
Bailey, and Tyler. And
yeah,
Christmas.
because. I was thinking about the podcast like Taryn that I listened to, where they, up
the
Tyler's arse.
strategic talk.
Yeah, up Tyler's arse all the time. What are they going to make of that? He's basically doing a Pax Brothers, are you sure, trying to fucking evict himself. You can't say someone's a good game player who's doing that, because they missed their girlfriend and they got a bit skinny. Boo, boo, bitch.
Eat a slop.
Yeah, should we have a break?
Yeah. Eat a slop. Yeah, sure. Yeah. We're just going to go eat our slop now.
Be right back. We're back.
But first.
We're getting through this quite quick.
Yeah,
Okay, so the eviction.
Don't speak too soon.
If you think about it, though, we still wouldn't be up to doing a normal podcast. This is like still a day before our normal podcast. The normal length of a podcast.
Oh, this should have been done on the last podcast.
Oh,
yeah.
God. So, yeah, that's not good. So, the eviction. God knows why Davon is hugging Tyler. Bailey said, we were tricked. Christmas said, I didn't tell her an untouchable. And Christmas said, own your spot on the block.
Own your spot.
How do you own it?
Out of respect, I put you here so you can play in the veto.
Davon told Bailey she has the votes. Apparently that was wrong.
Davon told Bailey that she's got the votes.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, Davon was acting like it was going to be her.
I know. I think it was going to be her and then it switched. But I'm not sure why. Maybe we'll work it out. So Day and Bae were both sobbing on the block. I put it was just as bad when it was Kaysa and Janelle, and they sat back and did nothing. Oh, I'm still bitter about that.
Kaysa and Janelle sat back and did nothing?
No, because Kaysa and
Davon
Janelle...
and Bailey sat back and did nothing.
Kaysa and Janelle said...
Oh, yeah, Janelle was Bailey's...
They said... They
Bailey's
told
mate.
them.
Bailey was making out with Janelle's mate, right?
Kaysa said to Bailey, you and Davon are next if you don't do something. And Bailey said,
look where we
don't patronise me.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
she
fucking
did, didn't
said.
she?
So...
God, I'm glad you can remember what happened the week before.
Yeah, because I was bitter about that, and I remembered it.
Don't be bitter.
Well,
Bitter.
thoughts going out to Sarah Harding. So, Christmas doesn't want to put herself in the crossfire for someone else. Bae Bailey is Christmas's target. Christmas said, I'm not